wisdom gets you in a place where nobody can hit. What does it feel like to fit in a place that is versatile and with a treasure of talents? Yes, everything is set. Immaculate College for Women, the flash of brilliance. This is a place where learning is eloquent with evolution. ICW shines bright on the outskirts of Cuddalore and was soon to become one of the most rise-up college in the region. It aspired to create the key to unlock the dreams of many youngsters in rural areas. The college has served 7 years for socially and economically deprived students. We have more than 2,300 brightest sparks of nation. The female students rank higher, making it strong while empowering women in the town of Cuddalore. It holds the distinction of being the only institution to provide higher education to the needy in surrounding region. Its architecture, location and resourcefulness have made ICW a spot not to be missed in the city. The college has an excellent infrastructure in terms of fine classrooms, library, outstanding computer labs, well-equipped physics and chemistry labs. Also, the college has encompassing auditorium, spacious playground, exquisite hostel with net facilities and so on. ICW operates buses for the convenience of students and staff residing in and around Cuddalore. The college is sincerely trying to kick upstairs the academic standards with the tireless effort of well-qualified and devoted faculty. ICW offers to aspire multiple of courses in both UG and PG programs. Each course aims students to move confident with technical knowledge coupled with enhanced practical skills. The college has attempted to implement earn and learn strategy for the future betterment of students. Immaculate College nurtures talent and fosters equal opportunity by working closely with the government or corporate to facilitate a number of scholarships for underprivileged students. Several turn of achievements pulled off the college to next level. The perseverance of pupils led to university rank holders from various departments to add more laurels to the institution.
Education is everything. Education is your path. Education is your way in life for whatever you want to do. When girls are educated, their country is become stronger and more prosperous. Girls are constantly faced with barriers to securing a quality education due to poverty, cultural norms, poor infrastructure, and violence. It is their human rights to receive a quality education. Our women education is Franciscan Sisters of the Immaculate Heart of Mary. It is one of the oldest societies of women religious in the world. Founded in Pondicherry, India on 16th October 1844 by servant of God Louis Savigny, MEP. Our founder established a school in 1844 with only one girl student. Our sisters are involved in various ministries such as education, healthcare, and social service. Immaculate College Cuddalore was founded in 2015 with 198 years. The current college population is almost 2,400. The college provides quality and affordable education to girls and the poor. We at Immaculate College Women Cuddalore want all women to be educated and self-sufficient.
The online experiences explore the fine skills students hold. ICW maintains impeccable family with its students, faculty members, staff and alumni in spite of different endlines.
As we know that technology is to improve the way people live and to enhance the learning process, which is why we have well-equipped labs or workshops with well-trained tutor to ensure our education. Our college has provided us with many short courses in terms of technology to boost up our knowledge. Also, the competition conducted at the end of the courses nurtured us to bring out our talents, which led us in the path of being professional.
The enormous and strenuous effort of both national and international committee members led to a 3 days virtual international conference on the theme Revolution and Transformation in Culture and Myth in All Disciplines, which is a multidisciplinary forum focuses on innovative projects, theories, and research finding in the field of art and science.
I am glad and fortunate enough to be a part of Immaculate Committee because it possesses all the qualities of an ideal college with an outstanding course curriculum and faculty members. I come from a poor background and the nominal fee structure of the college helped us to get excellent education to all the students from all over the society without any inequality. The legit target of the Immaculate College was not built to earn profit, instead to impart knowledge and to come out with bright careers so as to shape our future in the best possible way. I guarantee that Immaculate College is the best women college to ensure us with safety and protection and to empower us to do challenging tasks.
ICW has conducted many short-term professional courses with certification to psych up students' career. It also produces bright and brilliant students through various diploma courses offered by the college in collaboration with Longford International College, Ireland.
Our students are good at innovation and technology. They create movies using multimedia. Our college posters, brochures, short movies, invitations are done by our students. Every week they upload educational videos on YouTube. We are following software created by our students. Hungry stomach detection, automatic attendance taker, object detection for the blind, math tutor, home automation, smart irrigation system, drone for delivering medicines in rural area, and many more. We have 3 software which are ready to get pattern right. One is EdCode, that is student learning platform. Second one is Anika to do artificial intelligence. And third one is students attendance using QR code. We are on the process of starting innovation and incubation and business startups in our college.
Words may inspire, but action creates changes. A very warm good morning and a hearty welcome to all gathered here. We, Jessira and Redricia, from the Department of Mathematics, welcome you all to the conference on the emerging trends in mathematics organized by Immaculate College for Women, Kannur. It is better in prayer to have a heart without words than words without heart. Now, I request everyone to join us in prayer.
All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small. All things wise and wonderful, the good God made them all. All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small. All things wise and wonderful, the good God made them all. Each little flower that opened, each little birds that sing, He made the glowing color and made the tiny way. All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small. All things wise and wonderful, the good God made them all. All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small. All things wise and wonderful, the good God made them all. The purple-headed mountains, the rivers running by, the sunset and the morning, the brightness of the sky. All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small. All things wise and wonderful, the good God made them all. All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small. All things wise and wonderful, the good God made them all.
Respecting is our rich tradition and system. To welcome is to show the honor. To welcome is to establish the integrity. Now we are going to listen to the welcome speech delivered by Ms. Pavana, Assistant Professor from the Department of Mathematics.
Welcome one another as God has welcomed you for the glory of His name. A pleasant morning to one and all present here. Things do not happen, things are made to happen. With immense pleasure, I welcome you all to this enlightening internal virtual conference on emerging trends in mathematics. Perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we can catch excellence. On behalf of our college, I welcome our chief guest, Dr. R. Anandi, Assistant Professor and Head, Department of Mathematics, Periyar Arts College, Kadalur. She started her teaching job in 1989 to 2002 in Kaveri College, Trichy. In 2002 to 2003, she worked in Georgia Engineering College, and 2005 to till date, she is working in Periyar Arts College, Kadalur. She completed PhD in the field of operation research. She conducted two national conferences and one webinar, and she currently working on the board member of BSc Mathematics in Tiruvallur University. She has gone as a commission member for two colleges, and she has published two books. One is Raymond and its application and special functions. Welcome you, ma'am. Leadership is the art of giving people a platform for spreading ideas that work. It's an honor to welcome our pillar of support, Reverend Sister Sahayam, Secretary, who puts her heart and soul for the development of the institution. Welcome you, sister. The influence of great principal can never be erased. I am delighted to welcome our principal, Dr. M. Susila Devi, who encourages us to take up new ventures. Welcome you, ma'am. Welcome the challenges. Look for the opportunities in every situations to learn and grow in wisdom. I feel elated to welcome our HR, Reverend Sister Dr. Maria Sami, who gives us the confidence to discover a new paths. Welcome you, sister. Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds that you plant. I am happy to welcome Miss F. Patricia, Assistant Professor and Head Department of Mathematics, and other department heads, faculty members, organizing committee, and technical teams who have been the greatest support to this conference. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Next, I would like to welcome all our students who are the spirit of our college. Without you, the conference cannot be success. The soul should always stand ajar, ready to welcome the ecstatic experience and provide us with new approaches. Help us to deal with the problems of tomorrow. Once again, I welcome you one and all.
Thank you, ma'am, for welcoming the gathering with your sweet words. Mathematics is an expression of the human mind which reflects the active will, the contemplative reason, and the desire for aesthetic perfection. Its basic elements are logic and intuition, analysis and construction, generality and individuality. We may make a look of the video describing our past academic year performance of Maths department.
With pleasure, may I invite Ms. Zuwaika Begum, Assistant Professor of Mathematics, to render a words about the conference.
Good morning, everyone. A warm welcome to one and all present here today for the conference on emerging trends in mathematics. I'm honored to have this beautiful opportunity to present to you all about the significance of this conference. This conference is all about bringing the magnificent minds of the learners under one roof to explore and enrich the knowledge of every single of us present here on this blessed day. This conference spans 4 days from the 9th to the 12th March with 8 different sessions with a great scope to learn and apply the innovative thoughts presented by young and energetic learners and well-read scholars. As in many parts of the country today, the most critical question of all educator faces what is the purpose of education? What will I learn in this course? And how is this institution different from others? To answer all these questions, the Department of Mathematics, with the guidance and support of the management, organizes various events with a great opportunity for the students to explore beyond your textbooks. In the spirit of the conference title, Emerging Trends in Mathematics. Today, we shall have a great set of students' work being presented that gives a lot of insight on various mathematical trends and applications being observed and practiced in recent times. Let me take this opportunity to debunk a widespread myth about studying mathematics as a student. Mathematics is considered a theoretical aspect of science, but in reality, all scientific implementations are impossible without maths. Math Man could not have landed on the moon without Max. Stanley Smith did it. We all know it is a Smith-Kalman filter. World War II could not have been won without Max. Alan Turing did it. We all know it today as the artificial intelligence. Burj Khalifa could not have been built without Max. Adrian Smith did it, and all we notice here triaxial geometry. So students take pride in studying Max. Mathematicians of today are indeed magicians of tomorrow. I am very confident this conference will help towards improving and empowering students to put their thoughts to work and kindle a great deal of interest to learn and explore many more possibilities beyond the wildest imagination. And also extend my appreciation to all the presenter and participant for your presence and patience. Encourage everyone to actively participate. Thank you all.
Thank you for your words, ma'am. Talents and skills are the crops that are nurtured, groomed, and given all possible opportunities to grow and bloom. Now, we have come to the core agenda of our meeting, that is, to hear the speech from our presenters. Matrix is used for plotting graphs, statistics, and also to do scientific studies and research in almost different fields. Here is one such example for its application. Let me invite the first team of beautiful minded student, Miduna and her team members from the Department of Mathematics to present on the topic, the application of matrix and determinants in technology.
Everyone, this is Miduna. Hello everyone, this is Miduna, pursuing final year BSc Mathematics. With great honor and pleasure, I welcome everyone to my presentation. I begin my presentation with a saying, go down deep into anything, you'll find mathematics. Let me prove it through my presentation. Let's get started. We would have come across sayings like, where I'm gonna use this integration, differentiation, matrix, sets, function, and so on. I'm gonna give you a spark on how and where we are making use of one of the most interesting topic, that is application of matrices and determinants in technology. At first, we shall recall some of the basic in matrices. What is a matrix? Matrix is a rectangular array of numbers. Numbers or entries of matrix is denoted by A, M, N, where M denotes the row and N denotes the column. Now we have arrived to our main theme, that is where do we use matrices. Daily we are uploading so much of photos in social medias, but the sorrowful part is that we don't get views unless we apply filter. Just for fun, so we do apply filters and upload, but most of us don't know what is happening digitally when we add filter. That is where we use matrices. And also, when a CCTV camera captures a thief who is far away from the camera, it looks unclear, right? But if we zoom the footage, the investigator could get the details of the thief perfectly. Seems like unbelievable, right? But that is where we use matrices. Here we have used one of the application of matrices, that is image processing, to find the features of the thieves. Let's see how it works. What is an image? Consider the original image. It is that image that we take in phone or camera. Usually would be taking the original image as grayscale image. That is the black and white image. Image is a matrix of square pixels. Each square values ranges from 0 to 255, according whether it is black or white or gray. Pixel in black has value 0, pixel in white has value 255, and pixel in shades of gray has value ranging between 1 to 254. Filters. The mathematic part used in filter is the image kernel. Image kernel is nothing but a small matrix which is used in Photoshop to add filters like blurring, sharpening, outlining, and etc. For better understanding, I have chosen sharpen as my filter and I'll explain how we have used matrix here. Consider the real size. It is so small, right? We have blown it up, that is, we have zoomed it up. As we saw it in the previous slide, it is the matrix of square pixel, value ranging between 0 to 255, according to its brightness. Let me see how to simplify kernel for sharpen filter. We have to multiply the corresponding pixel value and sum it up. That is going to be our output. For example, if we multiply 0 and its corresponding pixel, that is 2, we'll be getting 0. And if we multiply minus 1 and its corresponding pixel, that is 2, we will be getting minus 2. Similarly, we'll multiply those 9 corresponding pixel and sum those 9 value, so that we'll be getting the output 9. I am pointing a square pixel in the zoomed image, and so you could see the value of that pixel in the right side valued pixels, right? Now I'm pointing a light pixel, you could see the value above 200. And when I point a dark pixel, you could see the lesser value, that is 30, 70, etc. And when I point the shades of gray pixel, you could see the value ranging between 1 to 254. Now we are going to add sharpen filter. The kernel used for sharpening is 0, minus 1, 0, minus 1, 5, minus 1, 0, minus 1, 0. It is a fixed matrix for sharpening. I am going to point 9 pixel in input image, and you are seeing it as a single pixel in the output image, right? We are gonna simplify that 9 pixel value with a sharpened kernel, so that we are receiving the output 96. Similarly, system calculate all output pixel and we are receiving the output image, that is the filtered image. In the same way, As we done for sharpening, we are getting all types of filtered image. But the only change is the kernel matrix used. For identity kernel, we'll be using the kernel 000010000, and our output will be the same as the original image since it is a identity filter. For the edge detection filter, we'll be using those three kernel matrices so that we are receiving various edge detected output image displayed here. As we discussed previously, we do use this application in the investigation of criminal cases like pointing the features of the criminals caught in CCTV camera. For the sharpened filter, we'll be using this kernel for receiving the sharpened output image, like the one we are seeing in the slide. For the blurring filter, we'll be using this kernel to receive a blurred image like the one displayed here. Before we end up our presentation, we'll display an activity for your better understanding. I'm going to select a photo. This is going to be our input. I have selected outline kernel so that we received outlined output image. Now let me choose blur kernel so that we received blurred output image. Now let me choose identity kernel, that is 000010000, for which we received an identity image. And if I choose sharpened kernel, I'll be getting a sharpened output image. That is the filtered image that we see in phone. Matrix have various applications not only in the field of image processing but also in various daily life activities without our consent. Let's see some of them. Encryption, 3D games, economics and business, animations, physics, and so on. Thank you.
Nowadays, all are addicted to photographies. After this presentation, we get some ideas and matrix is how much used in the filtering of photos and sharpening of images. Thank you, Miduna, for delivering such a remarkably outstanding presentation. Fuzzy logic had been used in numerous applications such as washing machine, air conditioner, vacuum cleaner, etc. Here comes V. Hemalada and her team members to explain about the topic intuitionistic fuzzy set and its applications in the medical diagnosis.
Good morning, everyone. I welcome you all to this international conference. First of all, I thank everyone for giving me this great opportunity. Now, I'm going to share about inducionistic fuzzy sets and its application in medical diagnosis. In real world, we have a lot of problems. For that, we assume only two solutions are there, which is yes or no, true or false, etc. But it is not true. Apart from this, there are so many solutions are there. By nature, human always in a fussy-minded state. So they struggle to take a decision for many problems because they don't have a complete or precise information about it. And we know that every problem has a solution. And this problem gives us a solution of fuzzy set. Fuzzy means fuzziness, and the concept of fuzzy set is used only when the information is incomplete or imprecise. And the fuzzy sets are sets whose elements have degrees of membership. And the fuzzy set will have only the values between the closed set of 0, 1. Now, let us see an example for fuzzy set. Let us take a membership function as is Parvati honest. For that, we have distinct answers over here. That is extremely honest, honest at times, extremely dishonest. If I give a membership value for each of these answers, that is 1.0 to extremely honest, 0.4 to honest at times, and 0.0 to extremely dishonest. By using the formula of A union B equal to maximum of membership value, I get an answer Parvati is extremely honest because here the maximum value is 1.0. Now, let us see the real-life application of fuzzy set and why it is useful. How fuzzy is related to automatic braking system? Let's see now. Here, let us take a membership function as is car close. For that, we have range between 0 to 1. If the car is not that much close means for that I give a membership value as 0.2. Then the brake in a slight pressure. If the car is in a pretty close, for that I give a 0.8. Then the brake in a fairly heavy pressure. This is how the concept of fuzzy set is related to automatic braking system. But fuzzy set is enough only if you need a membership value. But if you need a non-membership value, again, this problem gives us a solution of inducionistic fuzzy set. In inducionistic fuzzy set, we can give both membership value as well as a non-membership value. And it was introduced by Krasner Atanasov as an extension of Lotfi-Zeraz. Now, let us see an example for inducionistic fuzzy set. Let us take Aisha is an intelligent girl. For that, I give membership value as well as non-membership value. Here I give 0.8 to membership and 0.7 to non-membership. Here itself, you can see the difference between membership value and non-membership value, and also see the difference between fuzzy set and inducionistic fuzzy set. Now, let us see the concept of medical diagnosis. Now, let us consider a true disease. One of the disease will be corona. Don't get fear, it's just a word. And the symptoms of the corona will be, I think no one can forget the symptoms because these symptoms plays a major role in our past 2 years. They are cough, fever, loss of taste or smell. And the second disease will be Omicron. And the symptoms are fever, rashes, low heart rate. Let us consider one person. If that person had cough and loss of taste or smell means the person may be affected by corona. If that person had rashes and low heart rate means the person may be affected by Omicron. If that person had a common symptom of fever means the person had a possible to affected by both of the diseases. This is how doctors diagnose a disease. Even the grandparents easily diagnose a disease of their grandchild. How? Using the same concept. Now, I am going to diagnose a disease of some patients using the concept of inducionistic fuzzy set. Here I use two methodologies. A methodology 1, here we have some definitions to see. Let us take a fixed set E and an inducionistic fuzzy set A. In the set A, we have three elements x, mu A of x, gamma A of x. This x belongs to the fixed set and mu A, gamma A denotes membership and non-membership value. And the inducionistic fuzzy set will have only the values between the closed set of 0, 1. Now, let us define a mapping for membership and non-membership. between the fixed set and the closed interval of 0, 1. If you had a hesitation, you can find that part also using the formula of pi a of x equal to 1 minus mu a of x plus gamma a of x. Now let us see some formula. If A and B are two inductionistic fuzzy sets of the set E, then we have a formula for A intersection B and A union B. In the A intersection B, we're going to consider the minimum of membership and the maximum of non-membership. In the A union B, we're going to consider maximum of membership, minimum of non-membership, and an operator over inductionistic fuzzy set. This is the operator we have used to find in the table methodology 1. These are the 5 formulas we have used to find a table. The F1, we're going to consider minimum of membership, maximum of non-membership. In the F2, we're going to consider maximum of membership, minimum of non-membership. In the F3, we're going to use a composition relation of fuzzy set to find F3. This is the operator we have used in the methodology 1. And the F5, we're going to consider maximum of membership and non-membership. Now, let us consider a 3 sets. Symptoms. In symptom set, we have 4 patients. In the symptom, we have 5 symptoms. And in the disease, we have 5 diseases. Now, let us consider a truth table with our assumption with a fuzzy relation over patient to symptoms and symptoms to disease. Now, I am going to form table 3 with table 1 and table 2. Here I take a maximum of membership and minimum of non-membership from table 2 stress column and substitute those values in the formula maximum of membership and minimum of non-membership. That's how we get a table 3. The table 3, I'm going to consider a membership and non-membership value of patient 1's stress column and substitute those values in the operator of F4. That's how we get a table 4. In the table 4, I'm going to consider the maximum value to form a table 5. In the table 5, I'm going to consider the maximum value to conclude my answer. That is, the maximum value of patient 1 and 4 is 0.60 and the maximum value of patient 2 is 0.55 and the maximum value of patient 3 is 0.50. Hence, I can say that patient 1 and 4 is affected by stress and the patient 2 is affected by spinal problem. Patient 3 is affected by vision problem. Now, we're going to see methodology 2. In the methodology 2, we're going to follow the same procedure what we have done in our methodology 1 up to the step of table 3. In the table 3, I'm going to consider membership and non-membership value of patient 1's stress and substitute those values in the operator over inductionistic fuzzy set of methodology 2. If I substitute those values in the operator over inductionistic fuzzy set, we get a methodology 2's fourth table. Now, we're going to consider the minimum value to form a table 5. That's how we get table 5. In the table 5, I'm going to consider the maximum value to conclude my result. That is, maximum value of patient 1 and 4 is 0.30 and the maximum value of patient 2 is 0.27 and the maximum value of patient 3 is 0.25. Hence, I can say that patient 1 and 4 is affected by stress. Patient 2 is affected by spinal problem. Patient 3 is affected by vision problem. Now, I'm going to give my conclusion by comparing methodology 1 and methodology 2. Finally, I can say that patient 1 and 4 suffers from stress, patient 2 faces spinal problem, and patient 3 faces vision problem. Thank you for all your attention and thank you.
That was absolutely awe-inspiring. I wholeheartedly appreciate all your efforts to explain how the intuitionistic fuzzy works in the medical field to diagnose the common disease. The Fibonacci sequence play a vital role in phyllotaxies with the main aim of highlighting the existence of regular patterns. Here our student S. Subhashni and Sister Sindhu from the Department of Mathematics are going to present about the topic Fibonacci sequence related to nature.
A very pleasant good morning to one and all. This is Subhashni from Department of Mathematics and my team members are Aarti, Arisha and Sister Sindhu. Today the topic of my presentation is Fibonacci sequence related to nature. Now I am going to talk about it. Let's go into this topic. First we see who is Fibonacci. Do you know who is Fibonacci? Fibonacci is an Italian mathematician whose real name is Leonardo Fibonacci. He is said to be greatest European mathematician of the Middle Ages. Among his discoveries, we will look at the Fibonacci sequence that can be still used today. Next, we move on to the sequence. Fibonacci sequence is nothing but the sequence goes like this 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, and so on. This is a number sequence called the Fibonacci sequence. Thus, we look at this number 2 here. The number 2 is 1 plus 1. The number 3 is 1 plus 2. The number 5 is 2 plus 3, and so on. We can write an equation for finding the next Fibonacci number, that is f of n plus 1 is equal to f of n minus 1 plus f of n. This recurrent relation gives an next Fibonacci number. It is the sum of preceding two numbers.
Fibonacci spiral. If we plot the values of golden ratio in the graph, we get a spiral shaped graph which is called Fibonacci spiral or golden spiral. We find examples of golden ratio and golden spiral in countless places in our day-to-day life. Many artists use the golden ratio and spiral in their creative works. Architects often use the golden ratio in design the buildings.
Fibonacci sequence is also related to golden ratio. So, we see about what is golden ratio. Golden ratio is represented by a symbol of Greek letter pi. It is the value of 1.618. We calculate the golden ratio using Fibonacci sequence. If we take any two Fibonacci number like 55 and 89 and add them, we get 144 and divide 144 by 89. Why it was divided by 89? Because 89 is the greater number than 55. We get 1.6179. This is approximately equal to the golden ratio.
As mentioned here, how the Fibonacci sequence is applied in the Pyramid of Giza. The Pyramid of Giza is the largest and most famous pyramid structure in the world. The Great Pyramid inspired by the most ancient structure of the face of the earth. It is the only surviving wonder of the ancient world and is inspired endless population has to hard work to build and what purpose is shown. At the mathematical knowledge, there is a coded into the Great Pyramid. The measurement is huge, and yet even the placement of the Great Pyramid has around as quiet interest among the Egyptologists. There are two primary opinions in content of theory of geometrical designs of the Great Pyramid. Finally, it may observe that the surviving ancient Egyptian architectural working drawing seems to have been processed by the same practical, mental, and granted and surviving mathematical sources. We watched the video on how the pyramid was built by using Fibonacci sequence.
Fibonacci sequence is seen and used in many different areas of mathematics and science today. So, now we see some real life application of Fibonacci sequence. First, we see how Fibonacci sequence are number related to flower petal. The sunflower seeds are arranging the order of Fibonacci spiral. If we take any kind of flower and then count the petals of flower, it will be equal to the Fibonacci number. Here are few examples that the flowers are related to Fibonacci number. We look at the picture, white calla lily, which have the one petal. Next, now let's see the three petal flower like iris. At last, we come to know about the five petal flower buttercup. Like that, many petals of flower are related to Fibonacci numbers.
Have you ever noticed our body? Yes, our human body are also related to golden ratio. The T as ratio in the table is always eloquent. The golden ratio T divided by S equals 1.618. However, it may on how we used to possible to our rules and find the ratio all over the faces. The distance between the finger and elbow and the distance between wrist to elbow. The distance between shoulder and line of the top. The distance between ear and knee and the distance between tooth. The mouth or the over width of the nose. The distance between pupils and over the distance of the eyebrow. The cucus of inhuman inner ear serves to determine sound vibration in this Fibonacci structure with fluid has a geometric spiral shape in the fixed angles of 73 degrees 43 minutes containing the geon. We have come to know the DNA nucleus. The DNA nucleus, which have all the fisher living things are stored. It consists to perpendicular helices. Its helix is 34 Armstrong height and width 21 Armstrong. This is also Fibonacci numbers.
Let me conclude the topic. The Fibonacci numbers are used throughout our society. The Fibonacci series is an important mathematical collection that can be used all over the world and also in pyramids. By all this collection, we clearly stated that the Fibonacci sequence play an important role in our life. Thank you for listening and encouragement for our presentation.
Thank you for delivering such an outstanding presentation of the beauty of Fibonacci sequence in all around the world. Hereafter, we will see and enjoy the world along with the Fibonacci sequence. Trigonometry is known for the measurement problems, yet it is also often used in the ways that are far more subtle, such its place in the theory of music. Let's welcome the fourth team, S. Shivasakti, and her team members from the Department of Mathematics to present about the sound approach in Fourier transmissions using to trigonometry.
Very great morning to everyone and welcome to my presentation. It's my pleasure to speak with you. I am S. Sivashakti from the Department of Mathematics and I am going to explore my idea, a sound approach to Fourier transform using music to teach trigonometry. Let's get into the presentation. Music is very unique with its notation system and different styles, just like in literature. To learn more about its background, so it can help us to better understand its concepts, like how the human ear receives noise, how it cannot interpret high notes and low notes when it is by itself or when it is horizontal with others. Sound is the vibration of air particles which travels to your ears from the vibration of object, making the sound. This vibration of sound in the air are called sound waves. Transversal wave cause the medium to move perpendicular to the direction of the curve. Longitudinal wave cause the medium to move parallel to the direction of the curve. These are two different aspects of sound waves that determines what you hear. The amplitude of sound waves determine how loud your sound is. The loudness of your sound is measured in decibels. The number of waves that pass a fixed point in unit time. The frequency of a sound is measured in hertz. Joseph Fourier started a new branch of mathematics called harmonic analysis. Any function defined over a closed interval, even then with a discontinuity, could be expressed as an infinite series. Different frequency, sine and cosine curves, and then here it is formula for Fourier series and expansion of formula is given below. The Fourier series of a function f of x over the interval c to c plus p is defined more preciously by where an and bn denotes the amplitude of the sound waves. Then there exists is also a discrete version of the above exist, where if we have a finite length, the sine and cosine function in equation 1 are uniformly sampled and increasing frequency from 0 to n minus 1. For a fixed value n, the an and bn measure the amplitude of the waves, consider magnitude of nth frequency. Then we calculate the Fourier transform. The process of finding the Fourier series coefficients in equation 2 and 3 called Fourier transform. Next, I will take the guitar string. We can reconstruct the exact sound sample from the Fourier coefficient. Then we alter the sound. We will take the sample of D chord played on the guitar of length n and set an equal to bn equal to an minus n equal to bn minus n equal to 0. And then we reconstruct the sound, we can raise the pitch of a sound sample by doubling the frequencies. If we take the Fourier transform of the sample of length n and create a new set Fourier coefficient a star n and b star n by setting, the result of this process are applied to the function of the decode sample from the guitar or taken in the graph. The reconstructed sound sample is also a decode of the same direction. This is the end of my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thank you all.
Music always brings our emotions out, but now we know that it came out from trigonometry background. Thank you for giving this outstanding presentation. Pythagoras theorem is used to calculate the steepness of slopes of hills and mountains, and also used in the construction to make sure that the buildings are square. Let me invite Gomati and her team members for the brief explanation on the topic, real life application of Pythagoras theorem.
Pleasant morning to all. I am Gomati from Department of Mathematics and my team members are Priyadashni, Kavya and Pushpa. Our presentation topic is real life applications of Pythagoras theorem. Before going into our topic, let us look at the introduction about Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras was a Greek mathematician and the Pythagoras theorem was developed to find the longest side of a right triangle. The formula is defined as hypotenuse square equal to perpendicular square plus base square in a right angle triangle. So, if we have a triangle and the triangle have to be a right triangle, which means that one of the three angles in a triangle have to be 90 degree. In a right angle triangle, the sides have some special name. The side opposite to right angle is called the hypotenuse and the other two sides are known as the legs of the right angle triangle. Now, I would like to look at our presentation topic, real life applications of Pythagoras theorem. The Pythagoras theorem is used in many ways in our real life. Let's look at some of its applications. Painting on a wall, NFL football. You will all be wondering what is painting on a wall and NFL football mean, right? We will see clearly with an example of that next. Painting on a wall. Painters use laders to paint on high buildings and often use the help of Pythagoras theorem to complete their work. The painter needs to determine how tall a ladder needs to be in order to safely place the base away from the wall so it won't dip over. Leaned on the wall, the ladder is considered hypotenuse, the wall is perpendicular, and the floor is base. According to our Pythagoras theorem, we need to find the perpendicular, that is, the side of the height of the wall. The hypotenuse is 35 feet, the base is 21 feet. We need to find the perpendicular. So, our Pythagoras theorem is AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. So, we need to find the value of AB. Apply these values in Pythagoras theorem. So, the painter will fall down from 28 feet. NFL football. In football, the path defender must take to interact the ball carrier is called the angle of pursuit. This path is also a perfect illustration of a fundamental equation in geometry called the Pythagoras theorem. Relating this to Pythagoras theorem, let's say the ball carrier is heading for the end zone 40 yards away him. The defender stands 30 yards away and needs to intercept him. If these two distances are the legs of a right triangle, then the distance the defender needs to run is hypotenuse. We need to find the side hypotenuse. The distance the defender needs to run is 50 yards. Next, other examples of real life applications of Pythagoras theorem. In real life, Pythagoras theorem is used in many fields, arrow or missile trajectory. Archers use the Pythagoras theorem to determine the correct trajectory needed to hit a target. If the calculations are accurate, the arrow will hit, otherwise, the arrow may miss the mark. Baseball diamond. In a baseball diamond, the distance between each of the three bases and home plate are 90 feet and all form right angles. Using the Pythagoras theorem, you can find out how far the second baseman has to throw the ball in order to get the runner. Let me conclude this presentation. In real life, Pythagoras theorem is used in different fields like navigation, construction and architecture, NFL football, buying a television, to find the earthquake location, crime scene investigation, and surveying the lands. That's the end of my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching my presentation with patience. Thank you all.
Your presentation was so incredible that I'm finding it difficult of getting the right words to express my gratitude to. Thank you very much for explaining about the real life applications of Pythagoras theorem. The parabola has many important applications from a parabolic antenna and parabolic microphone to automobile of headlight reflex and the design of plastic missiles. Let's invite Rakshani and her team members to share their ideas about the real life applications of parabolas.
Happy morning to one and all. I am S. Rakshani from Immaculate College for Women. I am from Department of Mathematics. Our topic is real-time applications of parabola, and my team members are Lini, Ruby, and Ashwini. In this presentation, we are going to talk about conic section, parabola, and parabolic solar heater, focus point, and some other applications of parabola. First, we are all assume that we are in the place with no things to produce the heat like gas, wood, and electricity. We have only sunlight to produce the heat. I ask one question for all. Can we produce a dish using the sunlight? Yeah, it's possible. One of the way is to create a parabolic solar heater by using the parabolic knowledge. Now, we are going to see about where we was used the parabolic solar heater. One of the southern France restaurant, all the dishes are cooked by using solar energy with the help of parabolic solar heater. The rays from the sun towards this hot plate, and this hot plate is parabolic in shape. So the dishes are prepared as soon. Before we discuss about parabola, we must know about conic section. In the conic section, there are four types: circle, ellipse, parabola, and the hyperbola. Circle. Any section of the right circular cone parallel to the base forms a circle, lies on the axis of the cone. Ellipse vary in shape from very broad flat to almost circular depending on how far away from the focus. Parabola. It is an open curve, a conic section produced by the intersection of right circular cone and plane parallel to the element. Hyperbola. It is an open curve with branches having two focus and two directories. The hyperbola is made from a plane intersecting a cone parallel to the axis but not passing through the apex. There are four types: circle, ellipse, parabola, and the hyperbola. Now, we know about how to form the parabola in right circular cone. In this right circular cone, the four types: circle, ellipse, parabola, and the hyperbola. Now we are going to discuss about shape of the parabola. Most of the parabolas are U-shaped structure. If a greater than 0, then the parabola has a maximum point and it open upward. So the U shape is formed. If a less than 0, parabola has a maximum point and it open downward. So they have only one focus and one directress. Now we are going to see procedure to prepare a solar heater using this parabolic knowledge. Let bend a wood as a same structure of parabola. Fix any reflecting substance like mirror in the center of the parabola. Does anybody know what we have created? Yes, we have created the effective solar heater. We are all have one question in our mind: where we want to keep the vessel. For that, we are going to see about properties of parabola. When a light beam fall at any point in a parabola, it will be reflected to the same point. That point is known as the focus of a parabola. The focus point of a parabola is usually heater than any other point due to its conversion of sunlight. If we place our vessel at the focus point of a parabola, our vessel will get heated soon. Now, we are going to see how to calculate the focus point of a parabola. It can be calculated by using a simple formula that we learned in our earlier days. So, the distance from the center, that is x, 1 meter, and height of the parabola, that is a, 4 meter. Now, we can apply the value of a in the formula f equal to 1 by 4a. So, we got the focus point, that is 6.25 meter. Now we can place our vessel At a distance of 6.25 meter, our vessel will get heated soon. Let's see some other applications of parabola. In this, we use many applications in real life, that is car headlight. In a car, we can place a bulb and the light from the bulb will be distract in all directions. So we cannot see the road clearly. So light need to be converged on the road to see it clearly. For this reason only, a parabolic reflector is placed near the bulb. The light obtaining from the light source will reflected in the parabolic reflected and reflected on the road. Then the road will be clear to us. Other application is parabolic microphone. In the same way, we can watch some people holding a parabolic microphone in football or baseball stadium. The same principle is applied here. The sound waves falling in the parabolic receiver will reflected to the focus point because it converts all the sound waves in the single focus. So the quality of sound will be optimally better. In real life, we saw parabolic curves at many areas like missile technology, throwing the ball, parabolic shaped bridges, banana, and the rainbows. So, this is the speciality of the parabola. Mathematics is a tool in our hand to make our life smoother. Thank you for all to watching this presentation.
Thank you for your clear and detailed explanation about the real life applications of parabola. The sense of honor is so fine and delicate in nature that it is only to be met within the minds which are naturally noble. Now, I would like to call Ms. Patricia, Assistant Professor and Head of the Department, to invite our Honorable Chief Guest.
Good morning, viewers. It's time to invite our chief guest. What to say about her? There is a lot. She is a woman of courage. She is a woman of kindness. She is a woman of simplicity. She is a woman of humiliation. And there is a lot. Yes, such a versatile personality we are having amidst us. I'm very happy and honored and delighted to welcome our dynamic chief guest, Dr. R. Anandi, Assistant Professor and Head, Department of Mathematics, Theatre Arts College, Kadalur, to address the viewers.
Can I start? Thank you, Patricia. I'm audible. I'm audible. Am I audible? Am I audible? Am I audible? Am I audible? Okay. This COVID has made our hearts and mind dull and lifeless. Conference like this only awakes you from COVID slumber and gives a self-exploration. Gratitude is always a memory of the heart. Our life should be a never-ending expression of gratitude and appreciation. Before starting, I would like to thank Chief Patron, Reverend Sister Sagayam, and your principal, timid Dr. Sushila Devi Madam, whom I have known for a long time, and Reverend Sister Maria Sami, to be a part of this international conference. I would like to thank soft spoken Mrs. Patricia, head of the Department of Mathematics, for inviting me to be in this international virtual conference. She is dedicated and meticulous executive with good governance. Mathematics department will surely bring more laurels to the college under her guidance. Thank you, Patricia. I also appreciate the teamwork of staff members of mathematics department, Bhavna, Geeta, Revati, Julika, Monica, and Krishnaveni, who have taken so much of pain to guide the students to reach out for more knowledge. Not forgetting the students, your spirit of participation is laudable. College, you are blessed to study in this Immaculate College. Instead of making you just a bookworm, your college has created a platform like this conferences for you to bring out the hidden ideas and creativity which is to be appreciated. It shows that how much true concern that the college has towards the students. Grab each opportunity given to you and become the jack of all trades, though you cannot master them all. Instead of solving the problem rationally, solve creativity, for which you have to think out of the box. Your mathematics conference program card itself was an example. Instead of writing it out, chief guest address in written, it has been in a picturesque representation. We all know that a picture paints 100,000 words. For imagination is more powerful than knowledge by Einstein. Mathematics is disliked by its abstractness. The magic is making the abstractness into interesting and concrete ideas. For example, we all know that differentiability implies continuity, and continuity in turn implies boundedness. But we have a doubt where it's which comes in this and which is the converse, etc. Just think about it. BCD. D, B, C, D. B stands for boundedness, C stands for continuity, and D stands for differentiability. When it is differentiable, it has to be continuous. It has to be continuous, it has to be bounded. So everything you correlate with whatever you have it out with your nature. Mathematics is everywhere, starting from morning when your mother wakes up a child, as a son or a daughter. It is body. It at first he starts at moving. That is nothing but a body is at rest unless some force is applied. That's it. He keeps on sleeping unless a force of the mother is applied. And he just moves. Even when after doesn't wakes up, she starts, if you don't wake up, she starts scolding. That is again, every action has got a reaction. All Newton laws. So everywhere we have mathematics, only the insight is required. Relate everything to mathematics and you will start enjoying. Now, the presentations. Coming over to the presentations, yes, everyone has started looking into life with mathematics. Yes, with starting with Mithuna has beautifully correlated mathematics with image processing. And even the sharpener which we use has mathematics. Hence, her spark may kindle lots of ideas. Next is Subhashini on Fibonacci series. We all know golden ratio is used in pyramids, churches in Paris, etc. And even we know that in pyramids, we all know that the golden ratio is between slant height to half base dimension. But when it is explained in 3 dimension, it was awesome. Next, fuzzy. What is fussy actually gives you a precise conclusion instead of vagueness. So only we have so much of applications in fussy in different fields. All has been now correlated with fussy because as it is in mathematics, we have so much of abstractness and vagueness. To make it precise, fussy is used. Fussy is used in washing machines, everything, but she has taken it up fussy in medical field of recent interest. Her cleared membership functions and correct attributes is very good. Next, Shiva Shakti. Her sound approach by Shiva Shakti. The name, the sound. Always, when you have to have it out, anything you have to talk about it, always it should be out of the box. The ideas you can go in for is out of the box only when the ideas out of the box is being reached and applauded. The word sound approach, the heading itself was good, and it has been really Fourier series as approach by Sivasakti on Fourier series was awesome, and it was really sound, correlating max with music. Next, Pythagoras theorem. Yes, it has got lots and lots of applications. It was highly pointed out by Gomati on missile trajectories and second location of the baseball player. Also, the last is the parabola. Is Rakshini has rightly focused on the parabola rays used in solar heaters and in cars, etc. Yes, we have students have started correlating with real field is really admirable and appreciated, should be appreciated, which we require at present. Next is you have to move in for the next level also. What is the next level is going to be writing a proposal and to a funding agency and how to present a paper in a journal. That is not far away for your reach, I hope so. Never stop learning till the end, as Socrates has learnt a song till the end of his last night from a jailer in the cell. That's it. We can never go back, but we can start a new beginning. Hope everything goes well, and with all my wishes, you go in for a long way. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. As you said, we will come up in our future and we will take all the things you said, ma'am. Thank you so much for your valuable insights, ma'am. Now, let I invite Ms. Geeta, Assistant Professor from the Department of Mathematics, to share a few words about Louis Savigny Dupuy's Journal for Multidisciplinary Research.
Good morning, one and all. It's a moment of honor for me to share that we have launched our esteemed journal, Louis Savigny Dupuy's Journal of Multidisciplinary Research, which is the authority distribution of Immaculate College for Women, Cuddalore, India. Louis Savigny Dupuy's Journal of Multidisciplinary Research is a worldwide multidisciplinary peer-assessed open access journal that promotes and improves research in all fields through the publication of authentic research works. This is a big leap of our Immaculate family, which remains as a platform to exhibit the research excellence of the research across the globe. I happily invite the doctorates, research scholars of various universities, postgraduate students of Department of Mathematics to register in our prestigious publication house to publish your research articles. You are most welcome. Thank you.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Showing gratitude is one of the simplest yet most powerful things human can do for each other. Here we have Ms. Monica, Assistant Professor of the Department of Mathematics, to propose the vote of thanks.
Gratitude is a memory of heart. One of the ways of expressing our gratitude and love towards others is by thanking others. And I here stand before you to render my heartfelt thanks to each and every one who have gathered here. Without God, nothing is possible. Yes, let us first thank the Almighty for giving us such a grateful and wonderful day. I render my artful thanks to our chief guest, Dr. R. Anandi, Assistant Professor and Head, Periyar Arts College, who spared time from our busiest schedule to grace this occasion. Thank you, ma'am. The roots of all goodness lie in the soil of appreciation. My sincere thanks to our Reverend Sister Sahayam, who is such a caring, lovable, and inspiring person. She is a great role model for us. She spends and dedicates her time in motivating the students for their future betterment. A special thanks for arranging this international conference. Thank you, sister. I am grateful to our principal, Dr. M. Sushila Devi, for a sparkling and enlightening speech. Thank you, ma'am. I also thank our HR, Reverend Sister Dr. Maria Swami, who molds students by giving new ideas. Thank you, sister. My special thanks to our HOD, Ms. F. Patricia, for her guidance and my other staff members for their kind cooperation. I also thank the heads of various departments, my colleagues, and non teaching staffs for their guidance and support. Last but not the least, I thank everyone who is present here for making this event a memorable one. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am, for your pleasant words. And now, to end the day, I would leave you with a quote by Stewart Brand, an author and innovative thinker who once said, "We can see the past, but not influence it. We can influence the future, but not see it. Let us all be guided by all the things we have learned and heard throughout the conference and be able to see and influence our future." This is Jessira and Redricia signing off from here. The next session by the Department of Commerce will start at 11:30. Thank you all.